This is the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Comedy Food Truck and subscribe to us on the Comedy Food Truck YouTube channel to watch full video versions of each episode every week. You can find links to all of this at comedyfoodtruck.com. Like us, share us, subscribe, and leave a review. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show.
You're listening to the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. We talk life, food, relationships, and have fun with all of it.
Just four schmucks having fun.
And now here's your host, comedian John Hill.
Hey, what is going on? Our fair. Who has the fairest audience in the land? We do. If you're watching online, what is it? Who has a great audience? This guy.
Who's got two thumbs and a great audience? This guy.
That's what it is. I'm pumped every time we turn this electricity on. No, we don't turn electricity
Turned his
on.
mother out.
Every time we turn on this little power board and we start talking into a microphone.
Ray's punching his.
Right.
You all right?
And just meeting with these dudes here.
Cabbage Patch, sorry.
The Cabbage Patch. Wow. What a dumb concept, by the way, Cabbage Patch Kids. Let's just go out and get some children of the corn out the Cabbage Patch, and then let's play with them. It's ridiculous. Who thought that was a good idea? Where'd you come
Hasbro.
from? I know. Where'd you come from? A Cabbage Patch.
Yeah.
Mine sounded just like that. I remember that.
You had a Cabbage Patch
Oh, yeah.
doll?
I totally did, yeah.
That's a problem.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, I was like 11 years old, you know, and I had the...
At 11, you had a Cabbage Patch
He
Kid.
was wearing the Angels uniform. So, yes.
Wasn't wearing an angel skirt?
So, like, had
hate
wings
you,
and
Scott.
a little halo?
Yeah.
Uniform?
It just, what it did is it had a pink outfit that said Angel on. He's like,
No.
oh, it's an Angel's
No,
uniform.
it was
Yes.
Skorts.
Skorts.
Kids are messed up.
Skorts.
Wow.
I'll just mute your mics. I don't care.
His name was Olive.
Olive.
Hey, let me introduce the team because we're getting into it today, man. We got a great show for you lined up. Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna start with my man Jared on the tech, as we always do, and other various brilliant things that he does. Say what's up, Jared.
I'm not talking to you.
I know you're not. It's okay.
Messed up.
Listen, just listen. Just give Olive a big squeeze and you'll feel better.
You know what's sad about the Cabbage Patch? I gave it to a girl that I liked when I was 14 years old, and I never saw her again.
Well, no wonder.
The
You
Cabbage
gave her a
Patch or the
doll.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch. I never saw the Cabbage Patch doll again.
I was going to say.
I got a ransom note, but I couldn't read it.
Olive was gone forever. Mm-hmm. She did the Mel Gibson speech from Ransom. Give me my son. Also joining us with the land's most identifiable laugh.
Mm-hmm.
We need
Scott,
to copyright that.
Star-Lord Gator, Chippy Jones.
Chippy Jones.
What's up, Scott?
Not much. How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm living well.
Good. You know what? I forgot to ask you something, too. How does your comedy thing go? You did a comedy thing a while ago.
Yeah, I did a few weeks back. Got some more shows coming up, but
Nice.
It was cool, man. We should probably do an episode. I can talk about it, but it was fun. It was at a Elks Club, and I don't know if you know the history of the Elks. Do you know the history of the Elks?
The animal or the club?
The club,
No.
severely racist group. Severely. I'm sure there's some Elks listening, and now they're mad at me, and I'm on their list. But now, not necessarily today, but the history.
Mm-hmm.
They actually started as a lodge, essentially, in these towns where they had what do you call that now? Minstrel shows
Okay.
with an I, not an E,
Right.
with an I. Which are basically those shows where people would like dress up in blackface and do all that, and then they would make fun of the black culture, and sometimes making them look like monkeys and things like that. And the people would laugh at this; they thought this was really hilarious. And they would travel around in these elk lodges. They would put these shows on?
Wow.
And yeah. And then for a long time, I think so. It's just not until the 70s they wouldn't even let black people into the Elks Club.
Wow.
Is
Why
that
a
right?
black person would want to be in an Elks Club, I don't know.
Right.
But it wasn't until the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was interesting and ironic that I'm doing this comedy show, which is hosted by my good friend Mel Austin, who happens to be, contrary to his voice and his basic demeanor, a black dude.
Yeah.
Mel's the whitest black dude I've ever met, but if he were listening, he knows what I'm talking about. Looks like LL Cool J.
He does look like
He
LL Cool
does,
J.
but he sounds like I wish I had a better joke than what I have. I don't have a joke. Yeah, right. Yeah, I sound like right. Yeah, LL White J. But I mean, he's a really great guy. And the other comics, there was another African American comic plus an Hispanic comic, and me.
Nice.
And I was just laughing because I'm like, man, somewhere a founder of the Elks Club is rolling over in their crazy racist grave right now. And the whole room was all white people.
Wow.
There was one black dude in the room. One black dude.
There's a tombstone in some cemetery. My crazy racist grave.
Yeah. There is, man. I mean, it was funny. But I thought, well, there's, something here. I mean, but in a weird way, it felt kind of weird too, though, because are we just a bunch of clowns entertaining you? And so there was some of that. But, the show was great. They had a great audience. They were laughing. They were very into it. They enjoyed everybody's stuff. And I mean, there's no indictment on the group that's there now. I'm just saying this was the history. I doubt the people who are in this club now know that. Maybe, but I don't think they do.
Interesting.
But it was interesting. And this big dude with, typical, almost like, had the long kind of a whiter, almost gray-white goatee, I should say, kind of hanging down. And big dude, man, and big flat-brimmed hat, probably jumped out of a truck, probably somewhere in his name is Bro. You know what I mean? Like just a intimidating looking dude. Like he might have done some time. I remember when I walked up, he was the guy smoking outside. He was smoking, and I tried to make a couple of jokes and it was okay. But I said, is this the way in? They're like, no, you can go through the front. I'm like, well, I'm in the show. I'm in the comedy show. Oh, you're one of the comics? Yeah. Okay, great. You go right in. And at the end of the show, he came up to me. I mean, he was storming to. I'm like,
he's not
something he didn't like.
Kill me.
Man, gave me a big old hug. I love you, brother. And as I'm hugging, I'm like, I don't know what you mean by brother, but if you're still part of the old Elks, I'm not sure. But it was good. Thanks for asking, bro.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Sorry, Ray.
No, it was fun.
That's okay.
But it was good, really good crowd. I want to be very clear. This particular club, that I didn't see anything that was shady or anything. They were just nice people who were all hopped up on a lot of alcohol, and they were laughing very hard. It was kind of an interesting thing. Apparently, they do something once a month, and sometimes the comics, sometimes the music, whatever.
Yeah.
So you got anything coming up? We're June 15th today.
Yeah, there's, let me think. I know I have something that's in Inglewood that's coming up in, I know it's after June 15th.
It's SoFi Stadium?
Yeah, no, not quite that big, but it's a church. It's a church in Inglewood. Doing a show. I don't remember the name of the church, to be honest with you, but I'm doing a show there. And then probably a couple of things. I'm just not there. But, on my website, I'll try to keep it updated, social media, whatever else. It is starting to open up, though. So I think more and more shows are coming. We're also doing something at our church in July. So if you want to go to the Sunrise Church website, in July, every Friday night in July, except for the first weekend, which is 4th of July weekend, we have something for the family. We have 4 different locations. We have Ontario, we have Banning, we have Victorville, and we have Rialto. And at each location, every week, there's going to either be, they're going to rotate around. It's kind of funny. They're going to have a comedy show. They're going to have a movie night. We're going to have concert, live concert, and then I can't remember the 4th. I think they're still working on the 4th. But the point is every Friday night at any of our sites, there's going to be something. And most of them are free. There'll be some food trucks and things where you can purchase food, but most everything else, it's free to get in.
Cool.
And so that'll be fun. I might be hosting those comedy shows, so I might every Friday in July be traveling to one of our sites and just maybe hosting and bringing in some really funny guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
So keep us updated. We'll put it out for our listeners
I'll
too.
do it, man. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, our last part of the team here is Ray, and Ray's always got some great stuff, and he's gonna, in a second, run us through some, I think, really cool stuff based on the theme of the show, which I'll reveal in 2 seconds after Ray says hello.
Hello. Go.
That's just exactly 2 seconds. Ray knows how to run a show right on the dime. No, obviously this coming weekend is Father's Day.
Yep.
And so we thought it might be kind of cool to spend a little time honoring Dad because he doesn't get any love most of the rest of the year. Everybody goes crazy nuts and lose their mind over Mother's Day. Young men will train and dads will drive them everywhere to play sports and teach them and learn and all of that. And they score a touchdown to get on TV in college. And what do? Hi, Mom. All that time Dad's been spending. And they say, hi, Mom.
Yep.
So we thought we'd spend a little time kind of doing some dad stuff. And all 3 of our team here, except for myself, are dads. I'm not a dad. People are like, man, it's such a blessing. I said, so is sleep and sanity. So I'm good. But we do have 15 or 17 nieces and nephews.
Wow.
Yeah, at least a third of them have lived at our house at some point.
I remember you just had one niece.
I know, right?
Or
No,
two.
right?
Two.
Now they got
That's-
kids, and
gosh.
I'm not even sure if one of their kids might have a kid soon. I don't even
Oh
know.
my goodness.
That's how old I'm getting.
Wow.
But I know everybody else here is a father, and so I just want to kind of maybe throw out a couple questions, let you guys share a little bit.
Yep.
So, best and worst thing about Father's Day. Let's start there, and feel free to go. We won't go around. Just who wants to share? Who got something about the best, the thing you like the most, and the thing you like the least about Father's Day?
For me, the thing I like best about it is just getting like quality time with my kids and my wife.
Quality time with your wife was
But
giving
yeah.
your kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a grenade joke. It took a minute. But yeah, I just like that time. I don't care about gifts. I mean, I am a little selfish in that regard, but
Wait, but is there a sort of a gift that you? I will get to that later. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, best and worst. Yeah.
So the worst thing for me is I am a terrible, awful gift giver. Unless, like, I don't know, once in a while something will come to me, but like you said earlier, even a broken clock's right twice in the day.
yeah.
Yeah, so that for me, I'm the worst. So, but my dad, thankfully.
Oh, you're talking about your dad. 'Cause I'm about to say, I don't know if you know how this works, but on
Right.
Father's Day, you're supposed to get the gift.
No, I
not
still
give
have my
it.
dad. So,
Got it.
trying to get him something has always eluded me. But my dad, thankfully, is like me. He's a very simple guy. He doesn't require much other than just rest and relaxation. And
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. All right. How
I don't
about
know-
you, Scott?
I don't know. I don't really have a worst thing, I guess.
Worst part of Father's Day?
Yeah, I can't really say that. I mean, my daughter's in Texas, so I don't really get to see her much. So,
What's the worst part? Your daughter's far.
well, that's
far
the worst
away?
part. Yeah, that she's, I guess, in that sense, that she's, in Texas. But, and I know a couple years ago she was here when we did a Father's Day show, so that was pretty cool.
You could live in Texas, and it would still be the worst part. Is that she
I'd
lives
be in
Texas?
Texas. Yeah.
Now you're both in Texas.
Now we're both in Texas.
Yeah. That'd be the worst part.
Waco, Texas.
Wow. Is that how Chip and Joanna say it?
But no, I can't say anything worse other than maybe Bianca
Sure.
being, out of state.
You just told the whole world your daughter's name.
She
Go
was
ahead.
on our
Yeah.
show last year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And I think the best part, I would say with what Jared said, I'm horrible at cards. Like to give my dad a card, but he doesn't expect it. I've been like that,
Well, if
my
you're
whole-
horrible, he doesn't expect it because he probably realizes you're
Yeah.
horrible.
By now he's realized
Figured
that.
it out.
You ain't getting a card.
Right, you're not getting a card. But I call him and stuff like that. But same thing. He doesn't need anything. Real simple.
How long have you known your dad?
Let's see, probably, I don't know, 57 years, 56 and 3/4 years now.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get him for all your dad's cards?
I don't want to hear no Milkman stuff come up, man. I know
There
that's
it
what
is.
you were. I know
That's
you're
where-
working towards the
We're
Milkman.
headed towards.
I know it's coming.
I heard the
I
milk.
can
the
see
milk-
him.
I could see the truck
I'm
coming down the
saying
street.
Nothing. I'm not saying
I can hear the
nothing.
clinking of the bottles.
Here comes the milk truck.
You can hear the clinking of the ball.
Oh boy.
Playing music like an ice cream, like the ice cream man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
playing Barry White songs.
Right. That's it. Rolling down the road. Oh, you know you like that milk.
Coming to drop off your milk.
Here I come.
Leave the door open.
Baby. Can't get enough of your love.
I can't get it. Okay.
Hey, man.
Oh,
Oh, man. That's great.
Lady
Yeah.
out front in her bathrobe fanning herself. It's
Right.
the milkman.
Here he comes. That's so funny. Oh, that's so great. Yeah, okay. That probably might be the worst part of Father's Day.
yeah. He's not around no more.
He
Anymore,
probably
so.
gets about 10 cards.
He's horizontal now, so.
Oh boy.
Well, why change things?
God. Still horizontal.
Oh man.
What you mean now? I'm sorry.
So how do you take your milk?
Laying down.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, for a baby bottle.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
We
Oh,
gotta
man.
somehow pull this show back. I thought my head was gonna explode.
Yeah, that just never gets old.
Oh my goodness. Well, Ray, best and worst. How do you follow that up? Best and worst part of Father's Day for you?
You know, it's interesting because I was thinking kind of what Jared and both Scott kind of hinted to. We, it's kind of like an unwritten rule. It's just kind of, we don't really do the whole gift thing for Father's Day or Mother's Day,
Okay.
at least in the house. So it's never been
What does that mean? At least not.
in my house,
Where
in my
do you
home.
do the gift thing? Not in the house. We
Step outside.
We gotta go to the park for the gifts.
And do it, with the.
Yeah.
No, as far as not to my parents and my wife's
see.
parents,
I
yeah. But
gotcha.
as far as between my wife and myself, we've never really exchanged gifts, or
Got it.
it's never been. Oh, I got to get something for Father's Day. I got to get something. It's more about just kind of doing what they want to do that day, and
What they want to do or what
yeah. So if
you
it's
want to
Mother's,
do?
so if it's Mother's Day,
Oh, got it. The mom. Yeah.
Mom just kind of runs the day, and then when it's Father's Day, Mom kind of runs the day. So
Mom tells the father what we're gonna do.
yeah,
We're gonna have a barbecue and you're gonna cook.
right.
So what's an example of either this year or a recent year of the type of thing you like to do when it's Father's Day for you, or what you want them.
It's really just about I really don't want to do anything.
Okay.
It's kind of like if that's what I want to do. You know how they say, guys, when you ask them, what are you thinking, and we say nothing.
Yeah.
We're capable of that. We
Right.
really are thinking. We literally, yeah. So when we say, what do you want to do? Nothing. That's what we want to do. So when I'm sitting on the couch and I'm got my shoes off and I'm watching TV, it's like I'm doing it. This is it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what Father's Day is.
Okay.
Kind of turned into. It's just kind of like what it's like. Well, it's always on a Sunday, so we'll go to church in the morning, and then after that, it's you get to pick where we're going to get lunch, and
Right.
we come home, and if you want to watch a movie while we eat lunch, I get to pick the movie. So it's kind of like you just kind of run the day. You make all the decisions, that kind of stuff. You get
That's cool.
I got something. Favorite Father's Day meal. If you could have anything for Father's Day meal, what would it be?
And do you have to cook it or not?
No,
could be taken.
I don't have to cook it.
You don't
when
have
I
to
say
cook it.
have, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there's things that I cook that I would only want to be. I would only eat it if I cooked it.
Oh.
Some things, and then there's other things that someone else could cook it. But yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I'm
if
not
you
a
could have
dad,
any
though, so I
meal
don't
on
get
Father's Day, what would it be?
Cooked or
You don't-
restaurant, or doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. Just anything that you
Yeah,
want.
if it's you get to eat it.
Like, give me a food, like
Yeah.
a meal, and then a dessert.
So dessert. Okay. For meal, I'd say the home cooked would be shredded beef tacos. And for dessert, there is a cheesecake place in downtown Upland called Sweet Obsessions that makes really good cheesecake. So any one of theirs, like their strawberry swirl one is really good. I'm also a big fan of pumpkin cheesecake, just year round.
Dude, ice cold.
Yeah.
Ooh, on a chilled
Yeah.
plate. Oh.
Yep. And then just plain vanilla too, but yeah, cheesecake. Second choice would be like key lime pie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Me?
What you got,
Oh,
Ray?
to me, In and Out.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing takeout, that would be kind of the go-to. The shredded beef tacos made me think probably carne asada nachos.
That's what Diana made for dinner tonight, and I'm missing it.
Wow.
Do you like the nacho bar where you just kind of just let everything out and everybody
Yep.
builds their nachos? Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, probably carne asada nachos and Stater Brothers carne asada. I love their carne asada. And then for dessert, that's a tough one. Probably some kind of ice cream. Probably chocolate chip ice cream or mint chocolate chip ice cream.
What brand?
Ooh. Dryers.
Dryers? Okay.
Yeah, I like Dryers. Or go to 31 Flavors and get I like their chocolate chip. Get like a pint of their chocolate chip.
Okay.
That would be ideal.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Scott?
for me,
Yeah.
it would probably be because I haven't had it in a long time, but I love me some steak and lobster, man.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'd love to do some steak and lobster. But then I'd also really like, I've had a craving for a nice big burger with some thick bacon on it,
Yeah.
maybe with some mac and cheese thrown in top,
Oh, jeez.
and a fried egg,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
right?
Everything except the mac and cheese for me, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need mac and cheese.
And
on a
then
burger.
death.
And then for dessert, I would say probably a creme brulee or something. 'cause
Creme brulee. That's a good call.
I really
That's a good one.
like creme brulee.
Yeah. Me too. I made a sweet potato creme brulee on Thanksgiving a few years ago because I ran out of pumpkin.
Nice.
I just improvised. It turned out so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, man? I
Wait,
know it
real
may
quick,
not be-
real quick. Dessert, real quick. Just made me think because you said creme brulee. I was thinking baked goods. Jennifer's brownie peanut butter chip cookies. That would be
Them's good.
That would be ideal.
Them's
peanut
good.
butter chip.
My wife makes like a brownie, so they're like a dark cookie with a peanut butter chip in them. And she started with kind of following a recipe, and then it just kind of turned into the way she makes them.
Yep.
Amazing. One of her gifts for, I think it was one of her Christmas gifts. I got her one of those KitchenAid, like commercial.
Oh, the stand
like
mixer?
the heavy duty stand
Nice.
mixer. Yep. And it's like, it's kind of like self-serving.
Right.
Makes a
Look, I
difference.
got you a mixer. Now go make cookies.
So what about what was the other question I wanted to ask? I forgot. The gift. No. It's the gift, the meal, the
Sorry.
just trying to think about other things about being a dad. Whatever. Here's the thing that's really good about dads. That's been a big thing lately. Maybe mostly because of social media. It's probably always been a thing. Is dad jokes. All right, you guys know about dad jokes.
Yes.
Have you ever told a dad joke?
Every day.
But have you told a joke that were you meant it to be a dad joke, or did you tell a joke and it just turned out to be one of those that people are like, oh, that's like a dad joke?
That's my default, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's
My
they're
kids
mostly
get so
puns.
weird.
It's all they're just bad puns, is what they are.
Is that what it
It's
is?
Just, yeah, you just find a pun about.
Yeah.
Kind of what we do on the show. The show's kind of like one big long dad joke.
Man,
It's like a 30-minute dad joke.
should be Ray's last episode.
Hey, but you know what is making a comeback is a dad bod,
Oh,
right?
The dad bod is a dad joke.
I weighed myself today. On a regular scale, on a regular
Yeah.
like doctor's office.
Not like a
scale.
meat scale,
No,
because you're pretty light.
no, I weighed
Ray's
myself.
been weighing himself on the produce scales.
He just
Jumping
jumps
up in
in.
the basket.
He just swings in that little round thing, yeah, with his feet kicking out.
Oh man, wouldn't that be funny to see something like that, like a scale where somebody's actually sitting in it?
Uh-huh.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Buddy. We got to do it. Let's go find it.
I gotta
So
weigh
You can do a
myself.
fish scales. Fish scales are big enough. You could sit in a fish scale.
That's
I got to go to a truck scale on a freeway.
John's driving up the 15 scales closed. Dang it! I wanted to see if I dropped some
Really
weight.
seeing if I made any improvement. Yeah,
Okay, sir, we're going to weigh you in the vehicle, and then we're just going to weigh the vehicle.
right, exactly. Yeah, right.
Wow.
How's the vehicle lighter than you? So what? So what Ray did, went to our crack investigative staff, our research staff.
We need to name this
We
person.
just has Ray to Google.
We're going to name him Chippy. We checked with our intern, Chippy.
Yep. There you go.
Chippy the intern.
Chippy. It's Chippy. Chippy's a Google.
Chippy, give me some coffee.
What kind of dog is Chippy? He's a Google,
Wow.
not a beagle, a Google.
Right.
Wow.
All right, what you got for us? Some dad jokes. We're gonna tell some
Yeah.
dad jokes in the next 5 or 6 minutes.
I didn't vet any of these, so
Well, so
Hold
that's
on.
the
Let me make
that's
sure
the
I got
best
the-
part.
There we
All
go.
right.
There you
All right,
go.
I'm
That's the
ready.
best part.
coming at you pretty cold. Ready?
Get it, Daddy-O.
Okay. Imagine if you walked into a bar and there was
It's
a
like the
long,
Twilight Zone. Imagine
Imagine if you walked into a
right.
bar
Imagine if you walked into a bar.
and there was a long line of people waiting to take a swing at you. That's the punchline. Thank you.
Wow.
That one hurt.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
these
one.
are terrible. These are going to be
This
so.
is really
yeah, get
bad.
ready. You guys got some
Wow.
Tums? You got some Tums handy and some,
don't.
some
I don't,
Pepto-Bismol?
unfortunately.
All right.
I'm
Why
out.
is it a bad idea to iron your 4-leaf clover?
Why?
Because you shouldn't press your luck. Is this thing on?
There you go. There you go.
These are the jokes, people.
That's right.
I ordered a chicken and egg from Amazon.
Which came first?
I'll let you know.
That's hilarious.
I can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for burying a purebred dog. Buying That's what I get for buying a purebred dog.
Oh,
I'm not even giving that one the drum roll.
Wow, that was horrible.
wow.
That was
No.
a stretch. Wow. My
That
wife
went a
said I
long
was immature.
That's the wrong one.
None of these jokes are
New Year.
Hold on. There it is.
There it is.
I'm gonna tell you right
I really
now.
got to label these.
Yeah, we were talking about labeling sound effects one
None
day.
of these jokes are gonna get a cha-ching.
Yeah. My wife said I was immature, so I told her to get out of my fort.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't want to believe that my dad was stealing from his job as a traffic cop, but when I got home, all the signs were there.
Wow.
We're gonna have a lot of people pulling over. They're laughing so hard right
Oh,
now.
I'm sure.
People are
By the
stopping
way-
their cars.
By the way, as you hear this, throw a dad joke into the feed.
People
Yes,
are
please.
stopping.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we
On-
should give a prize for like the best dad joke.
People are exiting the
Yeah.
freeway
Oh, wait, that
because,
doesn't exist.
because they cannot stop laughing.
Right. They can't wait to get out. We're closing. We're closing traffic everywhere. Hey! Sorry.
I was waiting for it.
If the okay, you gotta read one like Carrie. I spent a lot of time, money, and effort child-proofing my house, but the kids still get in.
They came anyway.
That was like an Emo Phillips joke.
Right.
What blah, blah.
That's the best one right there.
What rock group has 4 men that don't sing? Mount Rushmore. When I was a kid, my mother told me I could be anyone I wanted to be. Turns out identity theft is a crime.
Wow.
This is a long one.
Yeah.
There's a long joke or a
Yeah.
long list.
It's a 30. There's 32. We're on 10.
We don't have to read them all.
Well, we're not going to read 32, but
We'll read like 30.
otherwise it'll be next Father's Day.
Just get 31.
Right.
A guy goes to his doctor because
You don't even need that part. A guy always goes to the doctor.
he can see into the future. The doctor asks him, "How long have you suffered from that condition?" The guy tells him, "Since next Monday." That's like Stephen Wright.
Wow.
What do splinters eat before a race? Sprinters.
Wood chips.
What do
sprinters?
sprinters eat before a race? Nothing. They fast.
Wow.
Should I stop there? You guys hurting yet?
Wow.
Do 2 more.
2 more.
And we'll see
I
how
like
it
the
goes.
poor
I'm gonna
English
just-
just
I'm
to
gonna
make the joke.
I'm just gonna throw. I'm gonna throw a dart at the list. Let the list. Here it goes.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Because they fast.
They fast.
I was really angry at my friend Mark for stealing my dictionary. I told him, "Mark my words."
Gosh.
Mark, my
We're
words.
going straight to 32.
Mark, my
Wow.
words.
Do you know the last thing my grandfather said to me before he kicked the bucket? Quote, "Grandson, watch how far I can kick this bucket."
Wow.
Wow.
We should write a dad joke.
Right now?
Yeah, why not?
So if they're moving a prisoner from upstairs to downstairs, is that a condescending?
Yes.
Wow. Did you write that or is that?
That's original Ray humor, right?
So what is it really for real?
That is. That's one of
Nobody
mine.
else wrote
That's
that.
one of mine.
That's funny.
That's from back when I was working.
I like that.
First started working the HVAC. We used to go back and forth. Me and my old boss.
What? Just making stuff up.
Back and forth, just puns, just terrible puns.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they should have put you in the penitentiary.
Oh, gosh.
And that.
That's it. That's it. That's right. That's right. I'll be here all week.
You work here.
Be
You
here
better.
for the rest of my life.
in the penitentiary,
In the penitentiary. That's right.
doing time.
Doing time. Doing time. Better buy dinner first.
Speaking of food, I'm hungry.
Wait, that's not a dad joke. Sorry.
It will be in 9 months.
That's
not
great.
funny.
That's great.
Is Norm's
right.
open? Speaking of dads.
Probably not.
No?
We're talking about the restaurant.
Freaking Norms.
That's great. Norm.
Nice segue.
That's the norm.
Scott
now.
said he was hungry, and it makes me think of Norm's.
Yeah. And they're never open.
They're never
Every time I
open.
hear that, I always think of Norm from Cheers.
Yes.
Like just having a restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, but the funny thing is you'd walk in, they'd be like, Norm. Like, where? Is he here? Because you're not Norm. Guys, it's been
Yeah.
a great show, man.
Yeah.
I love dads.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never had one. I'm over it now, but I never had a dad.
On a very special episode of Comedy Food Truck.
John picks his family scabs.
No children. Scabs. It's my dad's scab.
John pops his family back knee.
Well, like any good back knee, you need a friend. You can't do it by yourself.
Don't go it alone.
Don't do it alone.
Give them some safety glasses.
It's in my eye.
It's in my
Tell them to
eye.
keep their mouth shut.
Brother was shooting out boulders.
That's like that bullet ricochets out.
Yep.
Scott Rocket.
Well, I was serious, guys. If you have a dad joke or any joke and you want to throw it into our feed, we would love to be able to read it and see it. And I feel like we'll give a prize to the best one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a trick question because there are no best dad jokes. But tell us anyway,
Right.
because I would love to hear. I'm waiting for one that's like so good I might want to repeat it.
Or report it.
Right? I heard this one joke that was like, no, it was something about I know it ended up being the difference between something and Abu Dhabi. It's like in Arabia or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And at the end, it was like Yabba Dabba Doobie or Yabba Dabba Dabby or something like that. It was the punchline. It was so funny. I wish I could remember it, but I can't think
Well,
of it.
real quick, there's the one that's about Gandhi, who has bad breath and his what was it?
His feet stank?
No, he had bad breath and his feet were calloused from walking around
Oh,
barefoot all
so
the
it ends
time.
up being a play on halitosis?
Yeah, so he was
yeah.
a super fragile mystic hexed by halitosis.
Oh my gosh.
See, at least they worked on that one. They worked on that one, though. They
That
went
was
a
a
little
great
to
one.
work on
That was
that
a
one.
great one. Yeah. Yeah.
Stole my
Well, it went on and
dictionary.
on about his diet, what he ate, and everything. It was like a huge
Just
setup,
kept
and then you
going,
read
yeah.
it, and you're just like, oh,
That's great.
super fragile
That might
mystic
have been
hexed by
that might have been a
halitosis.
real comic that wrote that one. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I saw that years ago. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
Yep.
put them in the feeds. Let us know your favorite or just a dad joke that you like, and or
Do
if you
it.
stole or whatever. And we'll keep rolling along, and we will see you in the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Episode.
Episode.
That's right. Everybody, hands up for Chippy. I'm just kidding.
Real quick, shout out to Jonathan Perino, who was, can I say last
Yeah.
name? Oh, John, who was one of our
Yeah,
our
not
true
supposed to, but
followers.
that's all right.
He's on there all the time,
He's on
always
witness
commenting.
protection, and now he's gonna be killed.
I just saw him Saturday.
Did
saw
you?
him and his wife and his little girl.
Nice.
So shout out to him.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, John.
Shout out for
Hey,
what
John.
now? Why are we shouting him out?
Just because he's always commenting.
super listener.
He
Oh,
always
just a
comments.
shout out.
He's a
I
super
know.
listener,
I
super
thought
fan.
something like even bigger than that happened in his life.
No, I just saw him. Hadn't seen him in a long time.
John, may the best thing in your life not be that you listen to this show. But
Just
we love you, man.
anything but up from here.
We love. But
Butt up.
But up.
Heads up, butts up. Was that the game we played in school?
I think
No,
so.
I
No,
played,
that
we played
was-
it the other way.
That was,
That was spin the bottle.
I thought that was
We played the
sardines.
other way.
where does the thumb go?
Yeah, right. We played the other way.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
no. I'm gonna leave that one
All right,
alone.
guys.
Good idea.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Goodbye.